we're talking about one of my favorite topics to talk about, which is the subconscious mind. Because again, the subconscious mind, and also before we get into this, I would love for you to comment, text me, or post anything that you have that relates to the subject, and also any feedback or comments that you like to share. And so again, we're talking about subconscious mind. And I love the subconscious mind because to me, this was the changing factor in my life when I was able to really recognize my involvement in my experiences that I was having. And before, I know a lot of y'all know me and my background, I come from a very traditional setting, non-denominational church. And so I was raised to believe that everything was always this external force called the devil, and that is why I was having so much trouble, because I always felt like it was out of my control. Either God wasn't doing or holding his end of the bargain. If I was fasting, praying, meditating, every spiritual concept that I understood at that time, or that the devil was angry and didn't want me to do good, or, he was just so heavily involved in my life that I was always at this war from left to right. Like I could never find where I was involved. And I almost felt powerless. And so when I came to understand that my subconscious mind was actually steering 80% of my life unknowingly, then I started to realize when I actually sat down with myself and realized, whoa, Sean, you are the X factor. I am the X factor in all of this. So how can I do my part? What is my part to do and to change all of this? And that is to peel back my belief systems. And so one of the best keys that I can give to you that is not mine, but I'm sharing it through, again, with one of the best prophets, master teachers on this that ever walked this planet, is Jesus. And he said that, it is done unto you as you believe, right? And you see this in many illustrations when he said, is by your belief you are healed. And you start to really you think that it's just one of those good one-liners that he gives so much, but I didn't really realize how much my beliefs were really affecting my life. And then when I had the connection with beliefs being within the subconscious mind and how powerful the subconscious mind is, then I'm like, okay, let me dive in, let me take a little back, and how can I intentionally influence my beliefs, and how can I impress upon the subconscious mind how I want it to work? Just like we gave the illustration of it being electricity, either I can use electricity to electrocute someone, or I can use electricity to warm up someone's house or turn on the TV. It's simple as that. It's up to me on how I'm going to use my subconscious mind. And now that I know how powerful it is, I'm going to use every power, every tool that I know to utilize that to support the outcome that I like to see. Okay, so boom. So back to the subconscious mind. So subconscious mind holds our beliefs. And so these beliefs are very powerful things, because again, those beliefs are anything that I believe that is true. So a belief can be a personal belief, but it can also be a universal belief. And by universal, I mean that it is a universal law, whether I believe in it or not. And it's kind of like my analogy again about gravity. And so gravity is a universal God-given principle that governs the universe, and it holds things together. And whether or not I believe in this, whether I'm black, white, rich, poor, gay, straight, knowledgeable, or my lack of, therefore, if I was to walk off the ledge, that principle of gravity will take hold and I will come plummeting down. But again, when I really start to learn about gravity, and not learn or try to work against gravity, but actually work along its principles, I can then learn how to soar a 7-ton jet in the air, which looks like, without the understanding, looks like I'm defying gravity, but what I'm actually doing is working alongside its principles. So that's what I want. It's important that you understand your subconscious mind and your beliefs, and that it is done unto you and it's done unto me as I believe. All right. Okay. So